What's poppin', dogs? Mr. Allen here with an introduction to parallel lines, transversals, and the different angle relationships, the different pairs of angles that you're going to have. And we're also going to talk about what you would know about those angles when you have parallel lines. There's a whole lot that can happen here. So first off, alternate interior, alternate exterior, corresponding same side interior. Oh my goodness, there's so much. Let's start with alternate interior. So what are those angles here? Well, the word alternate means we're going to be on alternate sides of our transversal. The transversal is the line that intersects our two parallel lines, okay? So alternate means we'll be on opposite sides of that transversal. Interior means I'll be between those parallel lines. So alternate sides of the transversal between the parallel lines. If you're thinking, is that like 4 and 6, 3 and 5? You are absolutely correct. So we'll say angle 4 and angle 6. Then we have angle 3 and 5. Angle 3 and angle 5. Now, what do you think you know about alternate interior angles? Just by looking. That's the best part of parallel lines, is if they look congruent, they are congruent, okay? So alternate interior angles, they are congruent. I would write that down. So 4 is congruent to 6. 3 is congruent to 5, right? We were asked to list the angle pairs, but they are also congruent. So I'm going to write that down right there, that the alternate interior angles are congruent when we have parallel lines. So if you're wondering what those arrows mean, that means that they're parallel. Kind of like if you have congruent segments or congruent angles, you have markings for that. We got it for parallel as well, which is dope. All right, next one. Alternate exterior. Well, still alternate sides of my transversal or opposite sides of my transversal, but this time I'm on the outside of the parallel line. So we're looking at 1 and 7, 2 and 8. So let's jot that down. And what do you think you know about these angles? 1 and 7, 2 and 8. If you're thinking congruent, you are absolutely correct. So alternate exterior angles are congruent when we have these parallel lines. You can have this whole setup without parallel lines. We mostly see it with parallel lines, but it requires parallel lines to have the whole congruent thing. Or if the angles are congruent, you can then prove that they are parallel lines. But that's for another video, okay? I got ones where you're given parallel lines and solve, prove the parallel line. It's a whole thing, okay? This is just an introduction and knowing what these angles look like, okay, or where they are. Corresponding. Well, what does that mean? They are in the same position, as I like to say, in corresponding spots. So if I look at this cluster of angles, I would say 1 is kind of like the top left. This cluster of angles, 5, is like the top left. So 1 and 5. Angle 1 and angle 5 would be corresponding angles. What do you think you know about these corresponding angles? Do these guys look congruent? They're both obtuse. They look congruent. They, in fact, are congruent. All of my corresponding angles are going to be congruent here. The pairs of corresponding angles. So 1 and 5 are congruent. Let's see here. 2 and 6, those are corresponding top right. They are also going to be congruent. So 2 and 6. You could also say like 2 congruent to 6, but it's just asking us to list pairs here, right? Then I got 3 and 7. So angle 3 and angle 7. And then we've got 4 and 8. So angle 4 and angle 8. Lots of pairs of corresponding angles there. That's pretty exciting. It's exciting stuff. All right. So captivating, right? Now, same side interior and same side exterior. So the interior, exterior, that's kind of the same idea, right? Interior between the parallel lines. Same side instead of alternate side. That means we're on the same side, right? So same side interior, same side interior, 4 and 5. So angle 4 and angle 5. Then we'd also have angles 3 and 6. Angle 3 and angle 6. Now, what do you think you know about these? They don't appear to be the same, do they? No. 5 looks like it's obtuse. 4 looks like it's acute. But what we do know is that they are supplementary. Sup. So I often remember this as same side, sup. Same side, sup. All right? So same side interior, same side exterior are going to be supplementary. And like I said before, if they look congruent, they are congruent. If they don't, they're sup. This is only if you have parallel lines. The key is that you got to have those lines that are parallel. All right, last one here. One more color. We got same side exterior. Well, those are going to be on the same side of the transversal, but on the exterior of our parallel lines. So 1 and 8, angle 1 and angle 8. And then I have angle 2 and 7. So 2 and 7. There we go, guys. Got all my pairs. Those are also going to be supplementary. You can kind of see, like, if I were to reposition, say, angle 2 to its congruent buddy, corresponding angle 6, 7 and 2 would be right next to each other, right? That's a straight line. They add up to 180. So you can kind of like reposition stuff, slide things around here, translate them, if you will. That's a math word. But there we go. Tons of stuff with parallel lines. A lot of setting things equal to each other, setting up algebraic expressions, and then solving. So be on the lookout for all that stuff. A lot of different math that can happen with parallel lines and transversals, but that's just an introduction. Be able to get all those angle pairs. They may ask you a question where they say, identify all the alternate interior angles. Or they give you like, hey, angles 2 and 8, what are they? You'd be like, oh, alternate exterior. Boom. Easy peasy, multiple choice question. That's about it. All right. If you have any questions, pop them in the comments. Requests for videos, pop them in the comments. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. All the fun YouTube things. But thanks for watching, you guys, and have a wonderful day.